Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about a concept that we will be using in language arts writing quite a bit this year. It's also something you can use in writing for just about any subject. And it's claim, data, warrant. It's a pattern of writing. These are words you may have heard in another context. You may have understood what a claim might be. You may have heard about data as numbers. And warrant, you might be thinking an arrest warrant, but it's not that kind of a warrant. These are the elements of an argumentative essay, the pieces that go together to make up an argumentative essay. First, let me give you a little background on someone who came up with this idea. His name is Stephen E. Toulmin. There he is. He's got a very nice little beard. Looks like a friendly little fellow. He was a philosopher and a rhetorical theorist. That's someone who came up with ideas about rhetoric, which is the way that we argue or persuade a topic. He taught at USC from 1993 to 2009, and in 1958 he offered his model of argumentation, which is a way to compare truths. So it's a way of sort of coming up with your truth and compare it to someone else's truth to come to a good, well-defended answer. The way it all lays out, according to Toulmin, it's composed of three main elements. First is your claim, then your data and your evidence to support that claim, and a warrant. Let's go back. First of all, what is an argument? It's not what you think. It is not a fight. Although you may and probably should feel very passionate about your topic, arguments are supposed to be intellectual activities, not shouting matches. So when you argue with your brother over the TV remote, that's different. This is an argument based on intellectual ideas or facts. When you are talking, though, about an argument, it does involve more than one side, usually two opposing views. That means in order to argue effectively, you are going to have to include the opposing side, even if you only do it briefly. So claim, data, warrant. It's a formal and logical writing style that will really help you prove your point if you can set up your arguments in this way. And you use evidence in order to tell it. It can be used to answer any type of open response questions, discussion questions, or writing paragraphs and essays. So you can use this in social studies, science, even if you have to defend your answer in math, multiple different subjects. So a little bit, it's things that you already know how to do. So a claim is what you are stating to be true about a topic. So you are actually making a claim stating, this is what I think about the topic. But careful, even though it is what you think, you're actually claiming it to be true. So you don't need to say I think and I believe. I'll come to that a little bit later. Data is your supporting evidence about a topic, the way you are planning on backing up your argument. And then the warrant explains how your data supports your claim. Today I'm only going to be discussing the claim and the data. We'll get to warrant another day because it's a little bit more of a difficult topic. So in Toulmin's model, the claim and data are really balanced, and then the warrant is what supports them both and ties them all together. So a claim works like this. Here's a yummy and delicious school lunch, all ready for you to eat. But a claim is really your main point of the argument, what you were trying to prove. So in this case, we're going to be taking a look at that delicious school lunch on the right. An example of a claim about school lunch might be something like this. The school lunch program contributes to childhood obesity. So that could be a claim about the topic of childhood obesity. A couple of things to notice about that statement. First of all, nowhere does it say I think or I believe. Second of all, isn't there definitely another side to that? Other people might claim that the school lunch does not contribute to childhood obesity. So the claim is a simple statement. Another thing to notice, does it give your reasons here? No, the claim is basically just a simple statement answering yes or no about a topic or giving your opinion about a topic. You don't necessarily need all of the reasons in a claim statement. To go into a little bit more detail, a claim is an opinion you can back up with evidence or data. For example, if I were to ask someone, what is the best band of all time? Someone might answer, the Beatles are the best band of all time. To be honest with you, I'm not even a big Beatles fan, but I think there's a lot of data to support that the Beatles were the best band of all time. I could look up statistics about giving record sales, how many #1 hits they had, how many bands were inspired by them, something like that. So you want to be able to not just, this is my favorite band, but what can I actually back up with important data? So it's an opinion that you can back up. It's not just my favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. It'd have to be the most, you could say something like the most popular flavor of ice cream is vanilla because, and then you could go into statistically, it's ordered more than any other, it appears on more menus than any other, something like that. Couple of claim no-nos. However, even though a claim represents your opinion, don't weaken your claim by saying, I think, I believe, or in my opinion. If you had been wrongfully accused of a crime and you were on trial and your lawyer came up to the jury and said, I think he's not guilty, that's not a very strong claim. You want your lawyer to come out and say he is not guilty. So it's you're stating it as a fact and then backing up that with evidence. So do not say I think or I believe or in my opinion. Keep this part as something very simple that you are claiming. So it's a simple statement that you are arguing. A couple of examples of some claims. The Grateful Dead is the best band of all time. That would have been my husband's claim, which hopefully he could back up with some evidence. You could make a claim that recess is essential for children. Notice that someone could also argue that it is not essential for children. So a claim is basically what you're going to be arguing. Or Autry Mill should adopt school uniforms. Someone could also argue Autry Mill should not adopt school uniforms with evidence. Or school lunch contributes to childhood obesity. So what you might notice is that there's no I thinks, there's no in my opinion, and the reasons aren't there. It's just a statement of fact of what you believe to be true. So data and evidence. This is what you're going to use to back up your claim. It'll include facts, statistics, authorities, quotes, and examples, all usually from source material. So maybe you're given a reading about a topic. You could pull evidence from different source materials, pull different facts, different statistics. You could do research. So for example, for the claim, school lunch contributes to school obesity or childhood obesity, you could bring in data. On October 5th, Mesa Public Schools served 2 options for lunch, pizza and burritos. The pizza contained 21 grams of fat and the burrito contained 15 grams of fat. A healthy meal should contain no more than 7 grams of fat. So it's what you're going to use to back up your ideas. If you were doing a literary essay, it might be quotes from the text if you were making a claim about setting or about character. If it is a social studies, you might be doing something that has to do with a reason why there was a certain war, what the causes were. You could use statistics, facts, details, battles, any type of facts in order to back that up. So to kind of wrap it up, today we've been talking about claims, how to make a clear claim. So to wrap it up, a claim is a simple statement which expresses your side of a given topic. Although it does have your opinion, you don't need to use I think or I believe. That will only weaken your statement. And data is any facts, statements, statistics, or quotes you can use to back up that opinion. Over the next few weeks, we are going to learn how to incorporate these ideas of claim, data, and move on to warrant in our writing. Good luck!